Okay, it's been 2 weeks since I was last in Gallery 32 when I videoed the start of the decant, and I'm now back to show you how the work has progressed and the start of the work on the removal of the Assyrian Frieze. So here we are back in Gallery 32, and you can see it's changed from last time. A lot of showcases have been removed and taken upstairs to the galleries. Empty cases. We have a stack of packed ceramics here waiting to go up into Gallery 36 and 35. But what we're focusing on for the next 2 weeks is the Assyrian Frieze that you can see there on the back wall. It's got a piece of scaffolding in front of it ready for the contractors to start work, and what we need to do is actually get that off the wall. So the frieze has actually been fixed into the back wall of the gallery. It appears to be concreted into position and has been there since, we believe, the late 60s when it was installed. It's an important frieze, and at the moment the contractors are just marking it up. We'll speak to Lynn in a minute to find out what she's doing. And also we're interested to see if we can, when we remove it on the back, if there's any other inscriptions or markings on the back of these. So this is Lynn from Edge Conservation, and she's starting work on the frieze. Lynn, could you explain to us what you're doing at the moment?
Well, what we're actually doing, you come in at a stage where we've mapped out all the frieze as a whole, and prior to doing this yesterday, we actually numbered every individual piece of stone. We put a separating layer which is easily reversible in the future, and on top of that we've given an individual number to each section, which means when it's dismantled, the numbers on the stone will marry up with the numbers on the map, and in the future, if it's ever reassembled, it can be done with ease, really. So that's where we're up to at the moment.
So here we are looking at a close-up of the frieze. You can see the little number 84 there. So as Lynn was explaining, what she does is she puts an isolating layer on top of the stone and then writes the number onto that. And then on top of that there is a layer of Melinex, and we have a darker, larger, bolder number 84 written on that. So this is effectively the map to show you all the different pieces outlined, how you would rebuild this if you needed to, and the tiny little number in the corner to correspond to that, so that you can actually create the piece again as required without having to worry about a giant jigsaw with pieces missing. We'll have all the numbers and a map of how to put it back together. So back in Gallery 32, and the contractors are busy disassembling the frieze. So here you can see all the pieces that have come off the wall at the moment, all waiting to be boxed up, and the contractors have just moved the scaffolding back so they can look at a couple of pieces on the lower level. Back in Gallery 32, and the contractors have made good progress today. Almost 1/3 of the frieze has been removed. The contractors have removed about half of the frieze from the wall, and today they'll be making a start on the other half that you can see here. All being done with hand tools, working away at the concrete and mortar surrounding it to loosen the pieces and lift them off. And you can see it looks a little bit patchwork. We seem to have a mix of concrete, a red mortar, and some other packing materials in there, so a very interesting fix to the wall. Here we are back in Gallery 32 at the end of August, and the object decant is finished. All the objects have been packed and taken back to the store or up to Gallery 35 and 36 where they're going to be redisplayed. We have also removed the frieze from the back of the wall. So there behind the red and white tape is what's left of the bricks, mortar and cement that were holding the Assyrian Frieze in place, which has been packed and taken to our store. As you can see, the gallery is looking rather large and empty. The next phase will be to strip out remaining structures like the old Jericho tomb, and then there will be refurbishing the gallery, ready for the Staffordshire Hoard gallery, a new fantastic gallery opening 2014, and I will try and come and do some regular blogs of the space so you can see how it progresses into the new gallery space.